Hey guys, happy Friday, May 24th. I'm just going to give you a little taste of what's coming up in the video tomorrow. I had no intention of listening to the service in Graham on Thursday night. I knew the Keckles were gone because Kinson said something about it this past Sunday morning. And I found that very interesting. And I didn't realize for how long it was. But what he says in this service to these people is audacious beyond measure. Beyond measure. And we're going to pull it all apart tomorrow. But I want you to just know what's coming up.
And for those of you that didn't even know we went anywhere, we've been to Italy, to Croatia, to Greece, to France, to Spain, and there's probably one or two I missed in there, all within 10, 12 days. That's awesome, isn't it? What does it mean to be stirred up? According to what the Bible tells us, they had just gotten a little bit too hung up on fixing up their own houses to where the work and the call of God did not matter. And the devil still uses that tactic for people called of God who would rather nest than preach.
And this is coming from the mouth of the premier nester, the nester of all nesters. He's a nester. He has taught others to nest up there in Graham.
Isn't this what should be happening? Should not preaching stir us? Is it up to me to bring it in here and stir you against your will? To disturb your little nest and to stir up your emotions by convenience, by entertainment, by some form of delivery that particularly suits your enthusiastic ambitions?
Oh, you mean like constantly taking trips and building another home in Arizona, going to see shows like Shen Yun, like that?
They realized we need to stop sitting around being complacent. And we need to stop accepting things the way they are and building our own houses. And they realize God's trying to stir me up. And He wants me to work in the work of the Lord. And it ought to bother you if you have all this unfinished stuff going on in your life, or you left off where God called you. And once you graduated from Bible school, you decided, well, I conquered that thing. I beat that. I made it through. I graduated. Now let me live a normal life. If God called you, He didn't call you to live a normal life.
Mike comes back from a 2-week vacation, something I doubt anyone else in the whole entire organization has ever done. He's done that as the only person, probably besides Davis. And I don't know if he even did that. Just went gallivanting around. He may have. And then he comes back to his, he's living in his third home now up in Graham that I know of. 2 were built like right down the road from each other. He has never ever started a church from scratch. He knows nothing about it. He doesn't know squat. What does he do? Oh yeah, he just bought a home in Arizona, he said, and he's been busy working on that too. I think it's very interesting when people who are extremists and total control freaks over a group of people, a cult, this is what they do. He has become so blatant and in your face about it. It made me really sad when you hear the rest of the service and we break it down. That's why I'm just stopping here, because It really disturbed me for the sake of people I know who have been in for a long time. And I don't think they've ever been afforded the opportunity, and even if they had it. When did you last hear of a preacher being gone for a week or 2 weeks? 2 weeks! Oh my goodness. Oh, it didn't happen. It doesn't happen. This in your face type thing, and then he's coming back and he's getting on preacher. That's what he did. What did he do after he went to Bible school? He's living a normal life. What? He's in charge of oversight over a building program for a corporation, basically. And you're going to hear that too in this service. It was loaded. And so I have got to share it tomorrow and really break it down into the pieces, the many pieces. He's a hypocrite. He's telling these people that they're happy just to be, laying down roots in a home and all. And that's all this dude has ever done. How do you have such an impotent face that you can come out there and say that? Most people in that organization, through the whole time of its existence, these men and women and their families who have gone out to begin works from scratch, their vacation is whatever they do on their way to conference. That's your vacation. The drive or the flight, being there and coming back and saving up and scratching it out for the next one. And even if you get to go fa-la-laing somewhere on a weekend, we're going to take 2 hours and go. That's not what this guy and his wife do. And I've already shared a video of some of their vacations where they've gone. This is disgusting, and it's so in your face. And then he has, how do you live with yourself? How do you stand there and get on people for not doing what they're supposed to be doing? What is he doing? He doesn't do anything. Is he called to start a building program? No, there's nothing biblical about any of that. I've spoken to a lot of people recently on the phone. I've had some great conversations this past week alone. And this is a big thing. Even people who weren't in service, who were not at the Bible school or in a local church or serviceman's home, they were being controlled about what they did with their life. I don't know how you sat in that service. I felt really bad for people who I know have never had a vacation ever. Doesn't care about the work of God. He's not a man of God. He's not. You go traipsing around Europe for almost 2 weeks. You don't care. It's not important. You've nested and you can't get your carcass out of the nest. It's cozy. It's comfy. People bring you things and do things for you. And then you get on them for not doing what they're supposed to do. Dude, stir up your own nest. Get out of it. This will be done in its entirety tomorrow. And, actually today, right? And I wish you an amazing Friday. Amazing. The most amazing ever.